Hello, fellow classmates. I'm excited about this topic about social justice, as social justice is one of the reasons that I decided to pursue a career in counseling and advocacy. So, I wanted to share a couple of things with you. The first is really what I've come to find as my golden rule of counseling, and really I have two. The first is to assess and not assume. I find that it's easy to stereotype people and label them instead of assess them. And then I assume what I think they need instead of asking them and finding out what their true needs are, what resources they really need to tap into. And so moving forward in my career, I want to make it a point to do proper assessments instead of just assuming that I know something about someone based on what I observe. The second golden rule that I carry with me is similar to the golden rule in Matthew 7:12 when Jesus says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." But the model that I'm trying to internalize is do unto others as God has done unto you. I find this to be a challenge when working with all different types of people. I look at the mercy and the grace that God has shown me, and I really truly believe that's the heart of social justice, is showing the same mercy to other people that God has shown us. And in James chapter 2, verse 14, we see this in Scripture. Actually, back in, starting in verse 13, it says, "There will be no mercy for those who have not shown mercy to others. But if you have been merciful, God will be merciful when he judges you." Then James goes on to share a little bit of an example of what this looks like in the real world when he says, "What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say, 'Goodbye, have a good day, stay warm and eat well,' but then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do?" And finally, verse 17 says, "So you see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless." It's one thing to have a Judeo-Christian belief, and it's another thing to have that belief and then follow it up with works and social action that shows the love of Christ and the mercy of God in a fallen world. Finally, I want to share with you where I see this taking me in my professional career and even in my day-to-day life. I want to become a person who is more mindful of those around me. I want to become aware of the different cultures that surround me and the different needs that are present in my life every day, things that I can walk by and just completely miss. I want to be more mindful of those opportunities in my life, and for social justice not just to be something I focus on at Thanksgiving or Christmas, but to be something that is a part of my daily life. I love what Andy Stanley says when he says, "When you feel overwhelmed by the needs of the world, to do for one what you wish you could do for everyone." And that's really something that we've embraced in my family, and also something I want to embrace for my everyday life, that when I want to take action and feel that what I can and can't do, how is it really going to make an impact, that I can do for the one what I wish I would be able to do for everyone. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the video blogs and getting to interact with some of you. Have a great night.